Back to the Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium in Rourkela today, and it is the Tamil Nadu Dragons taking on the UP Rudras. Match 12 of the Hero Hockey India League 2024-2025.
We're all set for the second match of the day, Tamil Nadu Dragons versus the UP Rudras. The captains are here and the on-field umpires, and we can go for the toss. Red is the call.
Ball first.
So the Tamil Nadu Dragons have won the toss and they will start the play.
Just wait now for the ball boys to start their run out, and then the umpires will make their way out. I'm Ashley Morrison, alongside me again is Sandeep Sumesh as the ball boys come out. And those are the dancers we've seen before every game. And the umpires tonight are Gurbaj Singh of India and Raghu Prasad as well from India. And now we wait for the players. The fireworks start up, and here they come. Hardik and Amit Rohidus, good friends of course, but they will be arch enemies tonight as they represent the Tamil Nadu Dragons and the Uttar Pradesh Rudras. Rudras unbeaten so far from their 2 games. Tamil Nadu Dragons looking for their first outright win. Well, the MC really getting them fired up for this one. Players go through, and we'll turn our attention to the team lineups. So he'll be under the bar. Chandan Yadav will be playing in a wide position. Amit Rohidus and Yip Janssen will be holding the middle. In the middle, Shishi Gowda has been really impressive. Tom Craig has made some bullocking runs forward. But in the forward line, look out for Uttam, Govers and Sudev.
UP Rudras, James Mazzarello, who's been having a great tournament, starts in the goal. Surinder Kumar, Kane Russell, Aspalk, and Floris Walterbora take up the back. Look out for Maku up front. And coming off the bench, we have Rafael Villalong, Akash Jap Singh, and Sam Ward.
The view from the sky is impressive.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
And so the game is underway. Match 12. Tamil Nadu Dragons looking for their first win. UP Rudras looking to maintain their unbeaten run. 2 wins from 2 games, trying to stay in touch with the Bengal Tigers. Yip Janssen receives it, pushes it into the midfield, comes wide to Anand Lakra. Anand Lakra, who in my mind has looked very assured at the back for Tamil Nadu, jumping, managing to bring that one down was Cosines.
Cedric has had a great run in the previous editions. And the turnover by the Dragons coming up into attack.
Great chance for them now. They've just got to get the ball away. Played wide. Keeper's come a long way. Mazzarello goes back, but so too all the players have come back. And just around the edge of the circle, could not get that in there. That was Uttam who was closed down.
Well, they should have made that count. They had a 4 versus 1 situation, but just couldn't find the right pass.
I think it was Waterboy just cut in, didn't he? And he narrowed the angle for the players that were around him, and it just limited the opportunities. Surinder Kumar impeded that time, and has been told to calm down is Aaron J. Just mention as well that Tamil Nadu Dragons there, without Mohammad Rahil, the Indian player who missed the last game with a slight hamstring injury, obviously he's not recovered yet. Into the circle, that goes right to the back post, brought down, shot on the turn, but Mazzarello has done well coming out and covering.
I just thought the ball was perfect to try and swat it home without trying to control it. See, he had the space, probably a little too high.
As Nathan Aframs was the man there. He's already got 1 goal to his name. All the goals for Tamil Nadu Dragons so far have all come from their imports. 1 to Tom Craig, 1 to Nathan Effrans, 1 to Yip Janssen, who's on the ball now. We were looking at that, weren't we, Sandy? It's a great attack again into the circle. Did that go over the baseline? Yes. And we were looking at how many of the goals have been scored by Indians and how many have been scored by the foreign imports, and it's actually pretty even. As we just see that run into the circle from Maji.
Yeah, it's pretty much even between the foreign players and the Indian players actually at this point in time. But we should understand the foreign players that are playing in each team are only 8 against 18 from the Indian team that make up composition of a team. So yes, there's a story in that. Yeah, I just feel that the teams are yet to get their understanding with ball transfer from midfield to their forwards up front. And the strikers, the foreign strikers who have scored the goals, depends on the ball being released from the midfield to them.
Ward penalised that time for just coming in from behind, I think, when the aerial pass was thrown. And I can just tell you that there have been 18 goals scored by Indian players, 16 by the imports at the moment. And even when we looked at field goals, it was still pretty close, wasn't it?
Yeah, obviously a lot of work needs to be done in scoring field goals up front.
Nadu Dragons defending well. Zwicker. Ludwig hemmed in the corner. Mamit is there. So too Sam Ward. Ludwig has done well. He's done very well. And for such a big man, surrounded by 3 players, he showed great dexterity to get out of there. There are the top goal scorers in the competition. As I said, 9 players currently on 2. If we had them all on the graphic, we'd be all the way up the your screen. Just a selection chosen. Villalonga trying to get through a gap there, but stopped by Tom Craig, and I think it was helping him out. Uttam. Surrender. Comes back to Surrender Kumar. Back again into the defensive line. That's James Albury.
The Dragons not really pushing up, content to defend in their own half, playing the patient game.
A very patient game at the moment. Maji was involved there, goes out to the left-hand side once more. Just under 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Zorello, the only... Hart made one save, didn't he, as well? Sharp save. Umpire coming across to say that be careful with your stick, raising it up here.
Yeah, can't be doing that.
Zwicker didn't like it, did he?
Yeah, Jobanpreet should have had his stick down. Lucky to be let off with just a warning.
Yeah, could have got a card for that. The crowd, I think, wanted a card. Villalonga wanted a free hit, but he didn't get it. And now it's the Dragons again on the attack. Nice turn from Govers. Govers just managing to knock it past Albury. Albury, though, recovers and gets the ball back for the Rudras. Into the corner he goes. Real pressure coming from the Dragons. Paul Van Ass watching on attentively. It's been a very tight first quarter.
Yeah, not much to choose between the two teams with less than 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Sam Ward should get on the end of this, but 2 defenders closing him down. Lets it go over the side as it touched the defender last. Was that into the shins? No. Ward into the circle. And the Dragons bring it out. Played up the side of the line to Prithvi. Infield he goes. On halfway now is Abharan Sudev. Oh dear, lifted straight into Sudev there, and Sudev's in a bit of pain. That was really close by his teammate, who lifted it straight into him from about 3 meters away. It's Salisbury, I think, who lifted it up. Apologises now.
Sudev, the lad from Bangalore, just unable to get out of the way there. It's right into him.
Just as it was gathering momentum as well. Sudev, I think, is going to have to go off and get a little bit of treatment on that. It looked like it was sort of on the muscle at the back of your shoulder. So Albury. Villalonga now, looking to cut infield. Hardik trying to feed it back to him, but lost, and Villalonga loses out in the midfield. Just lost out that time as they were coming forward once more. It was Salisbury who was trying to find a little bit of a gap to squeeze through. Looked like Vortelbohr though. Comes wide to Yadav. Chandan Yadav feeds it forward to Moritz Ludwig. That's a good pass from him, managing to pick out Aaron J. Aaron J swaying one way then the other. Can't get past Albury. And switching the goalkeepers. So Villalonga has picked up a card. David Hart goes off. Arasu is in goal. That means, of course, that Dragons can have 5 overseas players on the field of play for the last minute and 10 seconds, and they may feel while they're in this position it could pay dividends. Ball comes back to Chandan Yadav. Janssen slides it top of the circle. That's going to have too much on it, but did it take a touch? Yes. Long corner to the Dragons. Salisbury moves along the 23-metre line, fires it in, good save Mazzarello, and a great bit of defending coming from Jobanpreet Singh.
Good awareness inside the G. Jobanpreet doing well to keep that out. There's the ball played inside.
That's what you want, isn't it? You want players that are picking it up off your keeper's pads so that the attackers can't get there first.
Indeed, actually. And it is so challenging to pick up the ball from the goalkeeper's pad of the rebound. And the defender has to be ever alert.
Pushed out wide. Is there one last chance to go on the attack for the Rudras? Into the circle they go. Penalty corner. The first of the match going the way of the Rudras.
Beautifully done along the goal line. The clock was ticking down. He knew his best way was to earn a penalty corner and did that exceedingly well. A little bit of a shower body play there, and then by having no hesitation whatsoever.
Looks like coming forward, everyone coming forward, because there's only a few seconds left. Comes to Ward, deflected wide, and there'll be no time for the long corner. So that is the end of the first quarter. Arasu gets a high five from his defenders, Yip Janssen. So he's managed to keep a clean sheet without actually having to save it. But the Rudras showing their intent. Very even first quarter, as you would expect. 4 circle penetrations to 2, 1 shot each. And the score as we head into the first break is Tamil Nadu Dragons 0, UP Rudras 0. And you saw at the end of those highlights Amit Rahidas showing his worth as a first runner as the Tamil Nadu Dragons get us underway. Comes wide to Tom Craig. Thrown high and long, and it's brought down inside the circle. Looking to close down. What a tackle that was in the end. There's Vortelbohr over there. It is indeed. The big Dutchman doing a great job defensively. He let the ball be brought down, then came into the space and forced the Dragons player outside the circle. But it's all Dragons at the moment. Janssen. Chandan Yadav to Amit Rohidis. Short pass to Martin Zwicker. Janssen had advanced but just checked his run to receive the ball from Zwicker. Probably if he'd have just deflected that one down the line, it would have been the perfect ball for Anand Lakrup, but now it's been stolen, but stolen back by Zwicker. Martin Zwicker, one of the oldest players in the league. I'm sure he won't mind me saying that. But plenty of experience comes with age. He's calling for the ball. Trapped into the circle it goes. Chance for the Dragons. Well, I think that came off Mazzarello and then was cleared by the stick. Hardik gets the free hit on halfway. He's looking for someone on the far side. Nobody came. Well, Ephraim's tried to play on, but there'd been no free hit taken. I think Lars Bolt wanting a card there, didn't he? Because Ephraim certainly, by taking the ball away, gave his team the chance to get everybody back behind the ball.
Pretty similar styles exhibited by both teams at the moment. Content in keeping the ball, rotating it out, being patient, and trying to find the space up front.
Russell carries it forward and then thought, I'm going a little bit too far forward here. Just checked and went back infield. He's stayed up though on the 23-metre line. Hardik, free hit just outside the circle for the Rudras. Vortelbohr now. Short pass to the baseline. They're into the circle. Trying to spin and work a bit of magic. Long corner's the best they can get.
Hardik, that was, I think, great control over the ball. Little genius that he is.
Really well played by the captain, Hardik. He went to the Netherlands when he was 19 years of age because he felt he wasn't getting anywhere in India. And it was the Jugraj Singh, the former drag flicker from the Punjab, who convinced him to stay in India. And within about a year, he was in the Indian squad. Good work by Lalit now. Lalit, oh, that's a great pass down the line to pick up the run. Just being held up there is Gurjot. It's a good run by him though, into space. And now it's 3 on 3, or soon to be 3 on 4. Uttam calling for the ball as he advanced, but ball not coming to him as the Tamil Nadu Dragons go back to recycle through the defensive line. And that's missed that time by Ludwig.
Great aerial ball thrown right across the pitch, but Ludwig unable to bring that under control.
Lars Bolt comes wide again, carried forward now by Cossins. Hardik over the ball, inside the 23. Again, just brought down out of the air by the Dragons. Cossins again. Albury. Talim, he goes to the air this time. Far side, brought down by Kane Russell, feeds it to Vortelbohr. Vortelbohr spins on the reverse, gets it into the circle, desperately trying to clear it. Long corner is the call. Janssen was there.
It's great work by Kane Russell, spun him around and put the ball in with great control. Controlled his tomahawk to ensure that it did not rise. Great ball in, but couldn't do much with that. It was Lalit.
Albury now Comes wide again to Talim, feeding it forward. Trying to get around the back was Lalit. It's another long corner to the Rudras. Approaching the halfway stage of the second quarter. Still no goals in this match. And that time just running out of space. Raghu Prasad has seen something, I think, off the ball. Gurjot just walked away as Janssen and Raghu continued their conversation. I think he knew he'd done wrong. It's going to be an interesting tussle from here on in, I think. Nadu Dragons, goals have been hard to come by, just 3 as opposed to the Rudras 6. Rudras with the ball now. The deflection is not to their favour, but it will be a free hit.
I wonder which of these teams is going to get a little more bolder and braver and throw more men into attack.
The Dragons, you feel, they're the ones that need the victory a little bit more than the Rudras at this point, because as we keep saying, you do not want to fall too far behind. Brought down edge of the circle by Russell. In it goes to the back post. It's going to be one, no, lost, and then picked up again on the far side. Good work being done. Into the circle. Great defence though by Ludwig again.
At the moment, Ludwig seems to be pretty much everywhere in defence and moving up into attack whenever the opportunity arises. But yes, like you said, I think the Dragons need to get up and throw more people up and take those calculated risks to try and find a goal.
Taken down by Aubrey, but the free hit has gone against him for coming into the space because the Dragons player was stationary waiting for the aerial pass. And this time it goes the way of the Rudras. Kane Russell plays it straight up the middle to Hardy. Strong challenge comes in. That was good work being done by Maji. And now it is with the Dragons on the attack, although intercepted again by Cossins. Feeds it forward to Sam Ward. Ward holds possession up well. Almost lost it. Good pressure coming that time by Zwicker. There are moments where you think the game is going to spark to life, and then suddenly one of the teams just calms things down again. Aubrey now bursting forward, being pursued all the way by Karti. Karti did well, got goal side. Aubrey still has the ball. Talim just giving it back to Aubrey, gets the return pass. Kane Russell goes wide onto the right hand side now. Good lead. Hardy is there. It's Mamit who was calling for it. He'll get the ball now. Mamit beats one, manages to beat two, stumbles, and the ball goes out over the baseline.
They're just trying to bulldoze his way into the striking circle. The ball just going over the baseline.
Credit to the Dragons. Ryan Van Eyck, their coach, said in the pre-match that they'd watched the Rudras and they were going to try and negate them, and they have done so far, although Uttam looking to get inside the circle. Kane Russell, good defence by him. And a real size differential there. Kane Russell's a big boy. Uttam is on the diminutive side. Aubrey just holding on as the substitutes come on. And Priyabhata goes back to Aubrey again. Good lead from Villalonga. Aubrey thought about going square, but Villalonga took a good position to receive. Simranjit now feeds it back to Villalonga, slips, gets back on his feet superbly.
Villalonga doing a lot of running in the midfield, playing this give and take game. Every time he releases the ball, continues running to create space to receive the ball again.
Rudras have been patient. They now look to attack, drilled into the penalty spot. It was a crucial touch again. And just thrown forward now, but it'll be brought down by Lars Bolk. Villalonga. Talim. Aubrey. James Aubrey, a product of the Lees School in England. Oh, lovely play. Just knocking it round the player and continuing going. Tom Craig into the circle. That's a really important block coming in that time by, well, I think it was it Lalit back there?
Tom Craig was very quiet in the game, but suddenly came to life.
He sure did, and that was a beautiful bit of skill near the halfway line, just to knock it past and accelerate past the defender. Hardik back on and in possession. Approaching the final minute, Lars Bolk comes forward. Deflection is going to go out. It should be a long corner, is it? Or no, it's a 16. That was off the stick of Sam Ward. And that's a miscommunication, played over the side by the Dragons' defence. Vortelbor, short pass to Villalonga. Villalonga goes past one, has the ball in the air, just dinked it past Amit Rohidis. It's going to be another free hit to the Rudras. Time running out, we're into the final 30 seconds. Vortelbor appeals for a free hit, does get the free hit. Has to go the 5 metres. Villalonga now back to Vortelbor. Good combination by them, and well, the shot came in. That caught him in the ribs. Well, it's been a very even first half. As you can see, 1 shot apiece, 8 circle entries per piece. The only advantage going to the Rudras, who had 1 penalty corner. At half-time, it's Tamil Nadu Dragons 0, UP Rudras 0. Welcome back for the second half of match 12 between the Tamil Nadu Dragons and the Uttar Pradesh Rudras. 0-0 at half-time. We're expecting this one to come to life in the second half. Both coaches happy with the way their teams are playing, and both saying they just need to be a little bit more clinical inside the circle. Just giving so much advice, and I'm sure those under him are going to benefit immensely.
Yeah, that's the best a youngster can hope for, playing alongside him. All the goalkeepers, the Indian goalkeepers here, the young ones. I mean, they need to make the best of this opportunity. Take his time, sit him down, talk to him.
Great pass from Tom Craig. Uttam did well. And that was stolen brilliantly. Kane Russell just stepped across, prevented the pass going where it was intended.
We just thought that was a great interception by Kane Russell.
Vortelbor now just pulling away from Uttam. Goes back to Russell once more. Short pass to Lars Bolk. Vortelbor went infield, but then misdirected pass, sees it come up, and Ludwig will take it. It was running for, hopefully Jip Jansen's okay. We've not seen him come out for the second half as yet. That was smashed towards Gurjot. And well, the crowd are excited.
I just thought that was great deception in that pass from Blake. Drilling the ball into the D, and didn't get a touch on that.
Mazzarello watched it all the way. I think the crowd were hoping that Uttam got a touch, weren't they? They just want something in this game to happen. Good work again, top of the circle. That's from Cossins. Still with Cossins now. Back with Cossins. And into the side of the goal, or did it come off the keeper? Came off the keeper, so it will be a long corner. Hardik over the ball. Play to the edge of the circle. Lalit now trying to find a way through. Too many defenders there. They come up with the ball and carry it out, although the whistle now goes and a penalty corner has been awarded to the Rudras.
Lalit doing what he does so well inside the striking circle. Didn't try anything fancy, just finding the foot of the defender and earning his team the penalty corner. Surrounded by 3 defenders, but did the right thing.
So second penalty corner for the Rudras. Only 2 penalty corners been awarded in this match, now both going the Rudras' way. And they had a pretty good conversion rate, 2 from 6 coming into this game. Kane Russell waits at the top of the circle. Goes to him again, he flicks, it's there! Kane Russell has his 3rd goal of the tournament, but more importantly, the Rudras have their first of the night.
Great execution.
Unfortunately, I couldn't hear what they're looking for here. Whether the ball went outside the circle, I'm not sure.
I think it stopped inside the D is what they are claiming.
I think they might be right.
I just stop the ball inside the circle.
Yeah,
Therefore,
no goal.
Yeah, no goal. No goal. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I thought so too. The ball needs to cross the D before a drag flick is executed. If it touches any part of the line, that is not crossing the line. And that's why that has been pulled up.
Great awareness though. I think it was Martin Zwicker that was one of the runners who saw that straight away and turned to umpire Raghu Prasad. Picked up again by the Rudras. Just too far. Mummy was coming in, looking to try and receive the ball, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, that was a great pass that was laid out. Had a little too much on it for the overlapping. Mummy just missing that.
Amit Rohidis throws it to the air. Ephraim's brings it down. It goes against him. James Albury. Prashant Bala. Infield. It's a good pass to Jobanpreet. Sam Ward now. And it's a penalty corner won by Ward. So the Rudras have another chance from a penalty corner.
Jobanpreet pretty much left unmarked on top of the striking circle. Had a lot of time and space after he received the ball. And laying it up and getting another penalty corner. Just Sam Ward playing it onto the foot. And let's see if the Rudras can make this count.
Well, interestingly, the Rudras have not conceded a penalty corner yet. They conceded 11 in 2 games, so doing well against the Dragons at the moment. But at the moment, they're looking to convert their 3rd penalty corner. Sam Ward is at the 2nd battery. Kane Russell is at the 1st. They go to Russell again. Good save that time, and up it goes. David Hart was on the ground. It's on his pads again. Well, Hart keeps his team in it, and they play out quickly. There's a massive counter-attack going on. They've got numbers forward. The Rudras trying to get back as fast as they can. Tom Craig is lurking at the top of the circle. Look at their defence from the Rudras, and they appeal for a penalty corner. They want to go for a referral. If it was, I think it might have been Kane Russell's, but
There's no clear reason to change your decision. Restart the bully, and then Tamil Nadu lose their film.
so restart with a bully because play was held up, was what the video umpire said. But the important thing is Tamil Nadu Dragons lose their referral. Well, they've not restarted with a bully, they've restarted with a free hit. And the bully made sense because play was live when they were stopped. Lally wins a free hit though for the Rudras. how much or how important will that referral be later in the game. Just too far ahead then of Akashdeep. Van Ass looking a little bit nervous. 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. The ball comes to Martin Zwicker, out wide now to Maritz Ludwig. Nadu Dragons, happy with the way they've been playing. The big question is, can they find a goal from somewhere? He scored 3 so far in the Hero Hockey India League. Down the line it goes. Now cutting infield. Free hit going the way of Shishi Gowda. Ludwig. He thought about just pushing that one through the gap to Zwicker, but Lally was ready to pounce. Zwicker now has a little bit of space as the 3 players converge on him. Goes back to Ludwig, wants the ball back. That'll be the later start as here come the Dragons, and oh, right in front of goal. It's somehow missed.
Well, Uttam has been pretty much on fire whenever he's got the ball in the opponent's D. Doing well there. Lifting up. Just over the goal post.
Well, it was intelligent play. Tom Craig was coming in and just tried to deflect that towards the goal, but it went the wrong side of the post. As you said, Sandy, Uttam is the spark for the Dragons. Sort of blow, if you remember, on his hand in the first game, and having been out with a broken bone in his foot after the Asian Champions Trophy, apparently was really worried that he was going to be out for a while again, but pleased to say it wasn't anything bad, and he's able to resume because such an exciting player. Ball with Blake Govers now on halfway. He throws it high. Brought down though by the defensive line. That was Surrender Kumar. Played forward now. Oh, a lovely little swerve again, but too far ahead of the run inside the circle. Lalonga comes off for a well-earned rest.
Rudras in possession of the ball now.
Blake Govers just looked at the umpire with a look that, well, if looks could kill, I have to say that Gurubhaj Singh would be in trouble. Vortelbohr in from the side as we enter the final 2 minutes of the third quarter. Simranjit, well, that's taken a big deflection off the defender's stick. So it will be a long corner. The crowd trying to get involved. Simranjit has to take it opposite where it crossed the baseline. Comes to Lars Bolt now. Bolt, well, has to keep going. He's been smashed on the shin by the stick there. Raghu Prasad dropping his whistle. It's all happening. Sticks are flying, whistles are falling.
But no goals happening, actually. That's what we are looking for.
No, we've got 2 good goalkeepers under the bar at both ends. Simranjit sets off, drills it towards goal this time. But again, it's strong defending.
Simranjit more hopeful than anything else, just trying to lay the ball across, hoping that somebody will pick that up. No real design in that.
Oh, and Anand Lakra just very solid at the back. Of course, played for the Kalinga Lancers in 2017 in the Hero Hockey India League when they won the title. Mazzarello looked a little bit relieved there. I think he was caught with 2 attackers on him. Here come the Tamil Nadu Dragons again, looking for the pass to Salisbury. Bolker's got it though. Wins a free hit, taken quickly. Lally turns, manages to feed the ball forward now into the path of Jobanpreet. His pass again is a good one, down the line to Gurjot, but not kept in play. Van Ass just looking up at the clock there and it sees that we've got less than 30 seconds left. The last play of this quarter. It goes, there goes the hooter, and well, it's had its moments, but no real clear-cut opportunities for either side. The Rudras thought they had a goal through Kane Russell, but a brilliant referral by the Dragons saw that rubbed out. Circle penetration still even, shots still even. And that is why we head into the final break. It's Tamil Nadu Dragons 0, UP Rudras 0. So we're just waiting now to see if either of these teams can break the deadlock. Carried forward by Kane Russell. Are we going to see this game spring to life in this final quarter? The Dragons, you feel, need a victory. I don't think they'd want to go to a shootout again.
Yes, actually I would love to believe that they would come out and try and get these 3 points from this game.
Hardik, short pass, but again it was just well read. Tom Craig bursts out of defence, feeds it into the middle to Nathan Ephraim's. Ephraim's wins a free hit. I think the Dragons wanted to play on.
The Dragons will be happy with that. They just slowed down the pace. Had Hardik got through there, it was open space for him. But Dragons doing well to slow him down and have the Rudras restart.
I mean, sometimes you've got to do that, don't you? It's just a case of slowing down the player, even taking a card if it breaks up the attack. Vortelbor. Oh dear, prevented again at the top of the circle. Good strong defence by the Dragons. Craig again sets off. Goes the reverse stick. It's a good ball to Ephraim's top of the circle. Mazzarello saves, but it's going to go in. And it is going to be a goal. Fired in the end by Abahan Sudev.
Full credit to Tom Craig, a great run. He didn't do too much in the game. He's done it a few games earlier, having this run through the defense. And how good a pass was that for Sudev to finish.
Well, this was a great shot, top of the circle from Nathan Ephraim's. Mazzarello could just pour it up. He jumped high to try and stop Sudev, but it wasn't enough. Sorsby now loves to run, Bolt chasing, Sorsby on the reverse. Oh, it was almost the perfect ball. Govers sliding in, couldn't deflect it in.
What a run that was, shielding the ball, keeping it on his left. A great attempt at deflecting the ball in. The goalkeeper was beaten, but just couldn't find that final touch.
Russell carries it forward, finds a foot edge of the circle, was it? Yep, free hit. It's just over to the left. Hardik takes it to the right spot. Lost it for a second and trying to pounce quickly was Shishi Gowda. Lars Bolt angles it in. Penalty corner. This could be trouble for the Dragons.
Yeah, it's always a difficult ball to defend in the D. Slap shot, forceful into the D. And if you don't have a stick down and don't pick up the ball's direction, you could end up giving a penalty corner.
Kane Russell and Sam Ward take up their positions at the top of the circle. Will they go with Russell again, or will they give Sam Ward the opportunity? Hardik, the man to inject from the baseline. Rudras looking for an equaliser. The whistle goes, they go to Russell again, he flicks. Good running, Amit Rohidis should break for Sam Ward. Short pass to the baseline. Bumped as he's trying to go in there that time was Gurjot. But it's a good break forward. Fed into the path of Abharan Sudev. Vortelbor though cuts out the pass in the forward line. Here come the Rudras again. Hardik's got the ball wide on the left hand side. Looks to take on the defence. Really good tackle again. That was excellent, but the Rudras have got the ball back. And it's going to be a free hit to them just outside the circle. Anand Lakra was the man who made the tackle.
And how good a rush out was that on the penalty corner defense by Amit Rohidas.
He's been superb at penalty corners. As you said the other night, probably one of the best rushers in the world. Tom Craig again, weaving his magic. Goes down the line. Oh, and just too much on that. Sudev was chasing it like mad. And Russell, and a missed trap from him. We are halfway through the final quarter. Tamil Nadu Dragons in the lead, looking for their first win. They will remain unbeaten, of course, if they do. 2 draws and a win if they can hang on. Oh dear, Vortelborg got underneath that one. Uttam just took it on the chin, almost literally.
And he didn't flinch, he just continued playing.
It's one tough cookie. He's got 14 caps and 6 goals for the senior national team, Uttam. A real live wire. And in a time when, in a lot of sports, all the guys are big guys, I love to see a little guy do well.
Yeah, no wonder they say good things come in small packages.
I've been living off that line my whole life. Ryan Van Eyck deep in conversation, pitch side, with Blake Govers. Craig again. Here's the ball back. Chandan Yadav. And now Martin Zwicker. He's controlled that space. Amit comes out, gets the ball back for the Rudras. Feeds it infield. It's another good block. Piper's looking to rebound after losing to the Shirachi Ra Bengal Tigers. Surma looking to go back to back. That so nearly went through to Nathan Ephraim's and almost stolen by Karti. Round the outside now comes Sudeep Chamaka. We haven't seen too much of him. That's how little ball the forwards have seen for the Rudras tonight.
Chamaka not himself. Really didn't get enough of the ball, didn't see enough of the ball. But I guess it's okay to have an off day.
Again, great to see so many in the crowd. We're into the final 5 minutes now. Can the Rudras find a goal from somewhere and take us to a shootout? The Dragons, I'm sure, will be dreading that. They've had 2 already. And this, of course, this game will conclude the 3rd round of games. Tom Craig again receives, pushes it out to Karti. Great run through the middle from Uttam. Uttam receives, Uttam holds it up. Mazzarello looks to square it that time, unselfishly to Karti, but it's broken down. Ephraim's, I think, just came to help him get over the side. Tom Craig brings the aerial pass down. Amit Rohidas, short pass from him. Sorsby turns, but he's turned it over now, and that's going to fall for Hardik. 2 players close on him quickly. Should have maybe slit the pass that time, but decided to play it down the line to Lally. Lally appeals for a penalty corner. Raghu Prasad obliges, and it's a 5th penalty corner for the Rudras.
Yeah, under the circumstances, well done by the Rudras. I thought Hardik had the option to play it in early, chose to keep on, hold on to it, but then Lalit earning the penalty corner.
This was Lalit. And just cool as you like, earning the penalty corner. So Kane Russell, and this time alongside him is Tanguy Cousins. Will they go Russell again, or will they give Cousins? Gets a chance. Great running again by Amit Rohidas. Hardik gets the rebound, goes towards goal, looks to pull it back, appeals again for a penalty corner, and the arms are outstretched, and it is.
Well, you need to first beat Amit Rohidas and then David Hart. So you need a real screamer of a flick to get a goal.
or a variation. So again, Russell at the first battery, they go to him this time. Rohidis again does well, and the crowd applaud him. He may be the match saver with those 2 runs. Brought down by Albury. Fed down the line, Mamit along the baseline, across the face of goal. And wow.
Well, actually, we give so much of importance to the drag picker for the goals he scores. But how about the charger? Well, he's done it time and again, Amit Rohidas. 3 penalty corners on the trot.
Thrown forward, and it's beautifully brought down in the forward line. Forced wide though is the goal scorer, Abahan Sudev. Uttam now makes a lead for the Dragons, turns, gets it back to Sudev, tries to turn, loses possession, looks at the umpire pleadingly. Probably the same look he gave his mum if he wanted another piece of cake. We're in the final minute, and you feel that this one is just slipping through the fingers now of the Rudras. And Ryan van Eyck will be ecstatic, I'm sure. Oh, again, man of the match would be a tricky one. Amit Rohidis for me is just at the penalty corners the work he's done. Brought down inside the circle, they might get a second. It's laid back. Can they shoot on the turn? They can indeed! And there is the goal. Sorsby gets a second for the Dragons. And that is the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I thought that was set up by Uttam, was it? Picked it up the far end of the D. Did exceedingly well. There is he. And just minus it a little bit of a melee inside the D. And the goalkeeper was down.
Check any foul.
That is the
by
winner
the Tamil
of the
Nadu
Dragons.
player inside the shooting circle.
Okay, looking for any foul before the goal.
Yeah.
Do you see anything untoward?
I'm not sure what they are looking for.
For us,
Yeah.
there's no clear reason to change your decision. It's a goal.
Goal. It's a goal. Thank
Goal.
you.
So the goal stands, and the fireworks go off, and the Dragons raise their sticks in the air to their fans. I couldn't see anything wrong with that, to be honest.
They were just more hopeful than anything else, the Rudras, on this referral. But I guess it's all over for them.
Yeah, Hardik just gets the ball and doesn't even bother passing it as the clock runs down. Well, the Dragons should get it and go on an attack. There's still 2 seconds left. There goes the hooter. I think that's what you call a declaration in hockey. Well, there's a little bit of afters there, just going on between Shishi Gowda and Hardik, and there's a lot of words still being exchanged, which shows that these games do matter, and there's a lot of passion. Lalit, the peacemaker, as always. Well, Tamil Nadu Dragons will get the 3 points tonight. Goals from Sudev and Sorsby. And they had the most circle penetration. Well, they didn't actually, Rudras did, but more shots, and that is the difference between the two. They got more goals. Tamil Nadu Dragons 2, UP Rudras 0.